Coucou puces, hello my loves, Marhaba habibetey. So a bunch of you asked me for like a gear recommendation for running because I've been getting ready for my new run, for my next race and posting a lot of pictures about it. So I thought I would sit down here and share with you guys my favorite gear, especially when you get into long distance running. I used to think that, you know, you just need a pair of running shoes and off you go. When it comes to long distance running, you're putting a decent amount of strain on your body, and you do need some help if you can have it in terms of gear. So we'll share with you my favorites, but as always, please let me know, like we do with makeup, let me know all your favorites when it comes to good shoes and blister gear and hydration gear and all that kind of stuff. So the first thing I would start with is shoes. I wear Saucony Rides, I think they are. I have 3 pairs. They discontinued them, and the new version of them cut into my feet really bad. I had the worst blisters of my life. I had blisters this tall on my entire arch on both feet. They wouldn't believe me and they wouldn't take them back. And I was like, I'm going to show you my feet. I'm going to come in and show you my feet. And I showed them my feet and they're like, oh, those are bad. I'm like, yeah, I know. Shoes shouldn't do this. So I tell you this whole long-winded story because I think it's really, really important, especially if you're starting. Even if you're doing short distance running, you need the right shoes for it. So I would go somewhere like the running room or any kind of local place that specializes in running shoes and have them fit you for a pair of shoes. So they'll have you walk, they'll assess your stride, and don't feel shy and like go in with a lot of time, because like I tried on upwards of 30 pairs of shoes. You really want to try them all on, walk around, run around, jump around, like get a really good feel for them and what's going to work for you and your feet, because you're going to be running in them and you can really just hurt your feet in terms of blistering, but just in terms also of like hip pain and knee pain if you don't get fitted for the right pair of shoes. So that's my first kind of gear recommendation. My next one is when it comes to socks. Socks will also, the right kinds of socks will also help prevent from any blistering. There are something called like double layer socks, basically. Running Room also does them, where there's just 2 layers of socks. So something about the way the friction works there helps. I find those ones to be still not enough, not like tight enough. So I still will get that rubbing and sometimes will blister as well. So the ones that I really like are these athletic compression socks. They're just super, super tight on the foot. And so my foot feels secure, but it also feels, I'm trying to take them out of the package so I can show you. Like I get less blisters. So they look like this and they're super, super tight. When you first wear them, like they kind of hurt a little bit because they're compression socks, so you gotta like wear them in a little bit. But they're like left and right, so they always fit your foot the right way. I really, really like these. They're a little bit pricier, but they will last you a super long time. So I go with those. And then what goes hand in hand with these is these guys that I wear usually after I run, and these go on my calves. So there also are compression socks that are the whole way through. I find those though to be hard to fit. I'm a different size in the sock than I am in the calf sock, I guess, because my little feet and legs are just that way. It's also easier to wear these like as 2 pieces than it is as one, but definitely give it a try. Some people wear these when they run. I wear them, I told you I shed like a cat, there's hair everywhere. I wear them afterwards. They just help kind of hold everything in. They keep the blood circulating. They cause me to be less sore on the long term. So especially after my long runs, I like these guys. These are kind of a fancy second step, if you will, but the socks I think would be where you would want to invest your money in somewhat first. Hand in hand with that, despite how hard you may try, I genuinely think you still blister. Some people say that, oh, with the right shoes and the right socks, you should never blister. That's never been the case for me. I will still sometimes blister. So something else to invest in would be something like these, which are the second skin dressings. So these come with like the little moisturizing pads and then the what looks kind of like moleskin on top. So these just, if you were to blister, would create like a just really good healing and helping layer on your blisters, because they give you that little like moisturizing pad that kind of, you know, it's nothing sticky. It's soft and it's sitting on that area, and then the moleskin on top as like a band-aid, you know, so that everything is protected and can heal. These guys are a lifesaver. I take them with me, especially when I'm traveling, like when it's near race day, because the worst thing that you want to be happening is to be away from home and everything, and like about to run a race and not have something to help protect any sore areas. So there's that. Excuse me. For long distance running, I didn't used to believe in this, but hydration is really, really key. And I didn't used to believe in it because I didn't really want to carry anything. Because I am finicky with like, you know, people run with armbands. I haven't found one that I can get along with. I put them in my pocket and I go, but hydration is very important. And so what I've started doing is wearing a hydration belt. So it looks like this. You can buy one with less little hydration baggies, like bottles, but it just goes, it clips on around your hips. And it's got nice padding, so you know you won't be in too much pain. And then it's got the little water bottles. They have some of these that are like just the water bottles that you can, and with a strap around your hand. There are ones for like full-size water bottles. I just find this way, especially when I'm running long distances, I can just strap it around my waist and I'm good to go. I will say though that if you are going to be outside, you know, for more than half an hour, I mean, even half an hour the water will help, but more than half an hour, it's nice to be able to hydrate. So I find that something like a hydration pack is not great. Like I told you, I do not like wristbands. I don't. So I bought this. It's called the SPI belt, S-P-I belt. So it goes like this, also around your hips. And then this little thing looks tiny, but it stretches really big. So I actually can put my phone in here so I can listen to my music, my ID cards, your keys, something like this. So unless you do, in case you don't have like a pocket on your jacket or your pants, something like this is also nice and helpful. What else? Oh, I don't have mine to show you because it's in the wash. If you are a female and you're running, a good sports bra is essential because we may be going into TMI territory, but I've run into the case where I will get chafing actually where the lower band hits. It is the worst kind of chafing and it hurts and it sucks and it's not fun. Not fun at all. I'm getting like awkward and all flushed. You can't see it because this foundation's pretty great, but yeah. The one I found recently is called the Shock. I should have brought it up with me downstairs. I'll insert a picture of it and I'll try to find a link and I'll put it down below. I found that they are great, because they really strap you in. I've never felt kind of so secure running, which is great. But the other thing is that they fit a wide range of sizes. I felt it very hard to find anything above like a B cup when I was shopping. It was really difficult and really frustrating. So what I really enjoyed about that one is it has a wide range of sizes, which is great. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention is to have something to track your runs, your speed, your distances, even just as like a, you know, a memento for you. My brother bought me a Nike running watch and I really do enjoy using it. But if you don't want to shell out the money for that, there's a free app that I love to use. It is called Strava. So it's right there. Let me open it up for you. So I've got like all my runs chronicled, and of course now just to make me look bad it's not gonna show you, but yeah, I've got them all chronicled, and then you basically just hit record. It zooms you in. Oh, this is a map of where I am right now, so I'm not gonna show you, but it zooms you into a map. You hit record again and then it gives you all your kind of distances and speed and your splits and all that kind of great stuff. So I really enjoy it, and it's nice to be able to see your progression. So anyways, that is it for me today. I hope this was useful and entertaining in some way. Let me know all your gear recommendations too. And yeah, I think that is it for me. I will talk to you. I'm going to do some voice positivity. My first is this, getting to talk to you guys about other things that I love and I'm passionate about. So there's that. My second, I know I mentioned it in the other video earlier this week, but it really was my run both days this weekend. I ran 4.5 miles Saturday and 9.5 miles today on Sunday. And it made me feel like the race weekend, which is a 6 mile and then 13 mile, is going to be a fun weekend, not something to like be dreading. So that makes me super happy. And then my third point of positivity is getting to hang out with my sister when I'm done filming. So yeah, that is it for me today. I'm going to go hang out with her. I'll talk to you guys ever so soon. But before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.